Oh, hello there. My name's Kellen. This is marketing as a foreign language. Didgeridoos and marketing obviously have a lot in common. Most notably, they're both interesting. Welcome to episode 131 of the show. If you're wondering, are we live? Oh yeah, so very live. 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Facebook crypto to launch in 2021. This is gonna be interesting. I invested a little bit into crypto not too long ago, and back when it was $3,000 per Bitcoin, people were freaking out, going, "This is ridiculous. This is untenable." It's at $20,000 now. So I am no longer of the mind that that crypto can't just go explosively north, as in up, as in subiendo would be the word in Spanish. Facebook crypto to launch in 2021. Crypto backed by Facebook. Big news. Facebook also threatening to pull out of investments in anti-tech UK. So this is where all the conservatives go, "See, I told you." So is it true? We'll see. We'll dive in. Google's Stadia live streams. Apparently there's a big deal going on, I want to say tomorrow, where all users are going to be able to live stream games directly to YouTube. This is the big new thing, in case you're wondering. I've been live streaming on YouTube, live streaming on Twitch. Simulcasting is very popular. The pandemic just put the pedal to the metal when it comes to live streams. And absolutely not surprising that we are all entering into Ready Player One. We're entering into the Matrix slowly but surely with moves like this. TikTok still ticking and talking. So we've been covering TikTok for many months now, and we will continue to do so with another judgment from a court in the United States of America. Snapchat's fight for relevance. This has to do with $1 million that I want to say they are giving out to keep people on the profile and not have them go to Snapchat. Anyone interested in an intro? Class starts now. Hit that like button, you know you want to. If you're here for the live show, hit that chat button. If you're listening to us on the podcast, hey, I love you. Facebook crypto to launch in 2021. This from CNN.com. All links to all articles. You know where they are. They're in the description. So apparently, David Marcus, the head of Facebook Financial, also known as F2, interesting, said he hopes both the cryptocurrency called Diem and the social networking firm's wallet Novi will launch in 2021. It is entirely possible, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to be saying the words Diem and Novi a lot. Let's not forget that Facebook is a global phenomenon. Let's not forget that people are sick and tired of the dollar. I know it's not great news as an American to hear that, but they are. They're over it. Nobody wants the dollar to be the currency of the universe. It would not surprise me at all if cryptocurrency via a global company like Facebook disrupts the financial system. There are cryptocurrencies called Compound where you can earn interest. There are cryptocurrencies like Ethereum that have smart contracts where you can do all sorts of incredible stuff. And so I really do think that we're going to be talking to our kids about like dimes and quarters, and they're just going to laugh. I mean, they're just relics of the past. Credit card companies that charge me 3% whenever I charge a client, ridiculous. Absurd that I should pay 3% to Visa to take money from a client. Insane. Makes no sense with the technology we have. It's a relic of a bygone era. Culture will change. And I think Facebook's big push here with Diem is going to have a measurable impact. The Facebook-backed cryptocurrency effort has faced huge criticism from global regulators, according to CNN.com. Of course it has. Facebook should be given the, quote, benefit of the doubt by regulators in its ambitions, this from the article, to launch the cryptocurrency it backs and its digital wallet, the head of the company's financial services arm said on Monday. David Marcus, the head of Facebook Financial, said he hopes both the cryptocurrency called Diem and the social networking firm's wallet Novi will launch next year. I hope that we get to participate with, this is a quote from Marcus, Novi and Diem and the big changes of 2021, pending regulatory approvals where we need to obtain them. So that right there is a big deal. Think about all of the path cutting, all of the trailblazing required to globally roll out a currency. So you're dealing with multiple governments and trying to get them to say, yeah, that's fine. You can have this currency in our country. That to me sounds like a task only for the Facebooks of the world, the Bitcoin, not the Bitcoins, excuse me, the Googles of the world. What other entity could possibly even tackle these incredible, complicated, mind-bending, nearly impossible tasks? It's the Facebooks. So Facebook's cryptocurrency project, according to the article, has been a roller coaster since it was announced last year, facing huge criticism from regulators, a scaling down of ambitions, and a rebrand. So it was called Libra, now it's called Diem. And ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out. This is the 8th of December, and I'm calling it right now. I think Diem is going to be something we all talk a lot about in the future. If you want to pull this up 20 years from now and laugh at me, it's entirely possible that I am just wrong. I can't predict the future. However, if I wanted to bet on a global institution that could pull it off, it would be the likes of Facebook. So Zuckerberg threatening to pull out of investments in anti-tech UK. This from marketwatch.com. The tech boss also joked that the UK was a country he would not visit, along with one other that was thought to be China. So who cares about that? So Zuckerberg said UK politicians, according to marketwatch.com, were anti-tech at a summit that had taken place in Paris. And he warned that Facebook might stop investing in the UK if it continued to tighten regulation on social media companies, it was claimed. The comments were noted in the minutes of a meeting between the Facebook boss and Matt Hancock, who was then Minister for Digital Culture, Media, and Sport. So, I don't know. How much of an empty threat is this? I think if you're a UK user of Facebook and you have, every picture of your children on there ever since they were kids and a ton of history, there's a certain amount of soul that goes into a Facebook page over the years. It almost is a priceless artifact. It just has so much of who we are inside of it that even the threat of it, I think, is going to make politicians change their course in many instances, because their constituents will say, no way are you getting rid of my Facebook. Are you crazy? Like, what kind of authoritarian dictatorship is this that you would limit my access to a website? Obviously, there would be people on both sides. But that being said, Zuckerberg's got leverage, and more leverage. So, we'll see. Google Stadia live streams, as I've said many times before, the entire world is going live. If you haven't gone live yet, let me tell you, first thing you got to do is make sure that your upload speed is strong. If you're trying to live stream and it's coming out glitchy, not working, you may have to get a better internet speed from your local provider. That's what I had to do. Google Stadia live streams. This from TheVerge.com. So Google Stadia will let all users live stream games directly to YouTube tomorrow. Talk about a promotion. So this is today. So this was written yesterday. So today is when all users are allowed to live stream directly to YouTube. So TheVerge.com writes, from the very beginning, Google Stadia and YouTube were supposed to work together. Thanks to the magic of cloud computing, you'd be able to click a YouTube ad to instantly begin playing a game, which is incredible. YouTubers would be able to invite their viewers to instantly join their game, which is amazing. And perhaps more importantly, creators would be able to instantly, effortlessly be able to live stream their Stadia games to YouTube just by pressing a button on the controller. Wow. None of those things happened at Stadia's launch last November, according to TheVerge.com, but the biggest one is apparently arriving tomorrow. Every Stadia user will be able to live stream directly to YouTube starting tomorrow, representative confirms to The Verge. So Ready Player One, if you haven't seen it, is essentially like a Matrix-esque sort of story about, living inside the virtual environment. And here we are with the ability from our homes, which, by the way, I think there is a huge market now and I think we're seeing this reflected in the real estate market, which I would have assumed at this point would absolutely be destroyed. It seemed inevitable that we would see a huge dip in real estate prices. In many parts of the country, that is simply not the case. Obviously, we have low interest rates. There's a number of factors. One of the factors that I think is relevant is that we're not working in the office as much anymore. Obviously, there's construction workers and all sorts of folks out on the road and working outside their home, but the percentage of people working from home has risen dramatically, and they are not going to want to go back to the office if they can help it, by and large. And so you've got this pressure for better, bigger homes. People want that extra office space. They want to be able to have their home be their business address. Excuse me. So there you have it. Huge cultural change. Our video games are going live. They're going to go live from our houses. So I see that as a counteracting force that would drive down the price of homes and instead drive them up, because people are going to want to get into a home more so than before. So Google Stadia and their live streams. Again, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, and you haven't gone live yet, I highly recommend it for a number of reasons. You can use something called Restream if you want to simulcast. So basically, you can go live on your LinkedIn profile, YouTube channel, Facebook business at the same time. Facebook personal as well if you want. I wish I could go live on Twitch as well. That would be neat. But Restream doesn't offer that. TikTok still ticking and talking. So we've covered this for many months now. December is the month wherein we saw another court fully block the action, that action being Trump's TikTok ban. This from NPR.org. A federal judge in Washington has fully blocked the prohibitions the Trump administration sought to enact against the hugely popular video sharing app. A federal judge on Monday fully blocked the Trump administration's attempt to ban TikTok in the U.S., the latest defeat in the White House's legal crusade against the video sharing app. When they refer to a lame duck president, I think they're referring to the final months where we know that they are no longer going to be president. And this particular fight, which we were covering prior to knowing that President Trump had lost the election, is that TikTok was just waiting, buying their time. And now it seems as though they're going to skate through. I know Walmart and Oracle were part of the purchase of the lease to lease them in the United States. I think this is great news for Americans that use TikTok and are interested in continuing to use the platform. According to the article, according to Trump officials, U.S. user data is at risk of being accessed by Chinese authorities because of the close ties to the authoritarian regime. We've covered all this in the past. So I think TikTok's going to live to fight another day. They recently rolled out business advertising. So they're going by way of Facebook, and they're going to start monetizing, and they're going to start making a lot of money, as far as I can tell. And last but not least today, Snapchat's fight for relevance. So when TikTok was on the cutting block, you could say, Snapchat was trying to grab all of the TikTok users. So this Slate.com article is about that. Late last month, Snap released Spotlight, a new part of its Snapchat app that, on first swipe, closely resembles TikTok. The update adds a new tab to the app dedicated entirely to short, entertaining vertical videos. It incorporates some of TikTok's signature features like vertical swipe and the ability to soundtrack your videos with music that's been uploaded to the platform. It's even powered by a mysterious personalized recommendation algorithm, so that, like TikTok, it serves you an endless stream of content without requiring that you follow or add creators who made it. So what is the allure? It's $1 million. So to the article, they write, though the end of the year, the most popular submissions that make it to Spotlight will split $1 million per day. So they were giving out $1 million per day with payouts calculated according to an opaque popularity algorithm. So they were really trying. $1 million a day investment to get people over to Snapchat from TikTok. Now, what is Snapchat getting for its money for this $1 million a day investment? Here's some of the aspirationally viral things we saw. Someone receiving an extra egg patty on their Chick-fil-A breakfast sandwich. That's weird. Someone spying on a man at an airport who looks like but is not Joe Biden. Someone scaring their roommate with a remote control snake. Someone eating a dried honeycomb from a wasp's nest. So this just gives you a sense of the age of the folks that are on Snapchat. Someone feeding a live mouse to an African lungfish in a tank. That's horrifying. Someone lamenting their burnt toast. 2 different people melting wax beads into hot wax and proceeding to wax off their arm hair. So there you go. It's all basically that. So I don't know. Is that a good investment for Snapchat? From the perspective of an adult, you could argue, no, that's not great content, but maybe that's exactly, it's not maybe, it is exactly what you're going to get, when your demo is 12-year-olds, right? I mean, that's what it is. And perhaps you could argue that it is working and that it is, in fact, exactly why they were spending $1 million a day. My name is Kellen Kautzman. I happen to own Send It Rising Internet Marketing. We've got a promotion going on. If you buy a website from us, we will translate that website into Spanish for free. Ta-da! So if you're interested in that, please let me know. Yo hablo bien el español. Si me entiendes, tú también hablas bien. I also have folks on my staff that speak fluent Spanish. So if you're interested in that or know someone who it is, please let us know. INFO, that's info@senditrising.com is the email address. You can give us a ring, 702-263-0141. Live show every single day, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Podcast on Spotify, iTunes, etc. So let's summarize for today. If you haven't hit the like button, again, you know the drill. Thank you so much. I would love to see the show take off. Facebook Crypto to launch in 2021. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. We may be talking about Diem a lot in the future and the wallet Novi. So commit that to memory. Diem, Novi. Zuckerberg threatens to pull out of investments in anti-tech UK. Just goes to show that Facebook has a ton of leverage. Google Stadia live streams. We're all moving into the matrix. Welcome to it. TikTok still ticking and talking. I don't think they're going anywhere. And Snapchat spends $1 million a day to remain relevant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for swinging by the show. That is it for today. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Class dismissed.